Do you believe that everything you know is an absolute fact? Well, prepare to be amazed. In our journey through life, we accumulate a wealth of knowledge. Some of it is passed down, some learned, and some, well, are just misconceptions masquerading as truth. Today, we delve into 20 facts that should be common knowledge but aren't, debunking myths and misconceptions that have somehow lodged themselves in our collective understanding. Stay tuned as we reveal some surprising facts that might just change your perspective. Goldfish bowls and betta fish bowls, are they really suitable habitats for our aquatic friends? This question often pops up, and the answer might surprise you. Contrary to popular belief, these bowls are not ideal homes for our finned companions. Why? Well, they lack the necessary filtration systems and don't provide enough oxygen. This means that the water can quickly become polluted with waste and depleted of oxygen, creating a hostile environment for the fish. So, next time you think about getting a pet fish, remember to provide them with a proper habitat. Ever heard of chewing aspirin instead of swallowing it? It might sound a bit unusual, but there's a good reason behind this. When you chew aspirin, it allows for faster absorption and delivery of its antiplatelet effects. This is because the blood vessels in your mouth can absorb the aspirin directly, bypassing the digestive system and getting to work much quicker. This can be especially useful if you're dealing with a sudden onset of pain and need relief as soon as possible. So, the next time you need aspirin, you might want to consider chewing it for faster relief. Antibiotics, are they really the cure-all medication we think they are? Let's dive into this thought. Contrary to popular belief, antibiotics are not a universal fix. They are designed to combat bacteria, not viruses. This means that, while they can be effective in treating bacterial infections, they fall short when it comes to viral infections such as the common cold or flu. Misusing antibiotics can actually lead to antibiotic resistance, a serious global health concern. So next time you're feeling under the weather, remember, antibiotics aren't always the solution. A freedom of speech. Is it really absolute? In the United States, the government cannot arrest individuals simply for expressing their views. This right is protected under the First Amendment of the Constitution. However, it's not an absolute shield. While you can't be arrested for your words, you're not immune from consequences or criticism. Your words can lead to social backlash, job loss, or even legal action if they incite violence or spread defamatory statements. Freedom of speech is indeed important, but it also comes with responsibilities. Ever wondered why porta-potties smell so bad? Well, it's not just due to what they're used for. There's actually a bit of science behind the stench. You see, when the wind blows over the top of a porta-potty, it creates a suction effect. This suction drags out the smell, making it more noticeable than it would be in a traditional bathroom. That's right, the wind is to blame for amplifying the odor. So the next time you're at an outdoor event and catch a whiff of that all-too-familiar scent, you can thank the wind. Now you know why porta-potties have such a distinctive smell. Is blood really blue when it's inside your body? A question that has puzzled many of us at some point or another. The answer, however, is a simple no. Despite the way it may look through our skin, the color of blood is always red. This misconception arises due to the way light interacts with our skin. When light penetrates the skin, it gets absorbed and reflected at different wavelengths, which can give veins a blue or green appearance. But this is just an optical illusion. So don't let the color fool you, your blood is always red. Ever heard someone say should've instead of should have? It happens more often than you might think. This common mistake comes from the way we contract phrases in spoken English. When we say should've, it sounds a lot like should've, doesn't it? But here's the thing. Should've is a contraction of should have, not should've. The same goes for could've and would've. They stand for could have and would have, respectively. So next time you're jotting down these phrases, remember, it's have, not of. Daddy long-legged spiders, are their bites fatal? Let's debunk a common misconception about these 8-legged creatures. Daddy long-legged spiders do not naturally bite humans. Even if they did, their venom is not lethal to us. However, it's worth noting that a bite from a daddy longlegs could cause a mild burning sensation. This is largely inconsequential and should not cause any lasting harm, so don't worry too much about these spiders. They're not as dangerous as you might think. Do drowning victims always wave and yell for help? A common misconception, indeed. Contrary to what many believe, drowning can be a silent killer. Victims may not exhibit typical signs of distress like splashing, waving, or yelling. Instead, they might quietly sink beneath the water's surface. This happens because the body's primary focus is on breathing rather than calling out for help or flailing about. So, It's critical to keep a close watch on swimmers, especially children, even if they seem perfectly fine. Remember, drowning isn't always as dramatic as it's portrayed in movies. Did any of these facts surprise you? We've journeyed through a fascinating array of truths, from the unsuitability of goldfish bowls to the misunderstood nature of antibiotics. We've learned that aspirin works faster when chewed, and that the smell of porta-potties is manipulated by the wind. We've debunked the myth of blue blood and the incorrect use of phrases like should of. We've explored the gentle nature of daddy long-legged spiders and understood the silent struggle of drowning victims. We've even traced back the origins of the forbidden fruit and shone a light on the lesser-known hero of the civil rights movement, Claudette Colvin. We've underscored the importance of proper disposal practices, clarified that pterosaurs are not dinosaurs, and traced the evolution of the Pledge of Allegiance. Lastly, we've highlighted the harm in feeding waterfowl with white bread. All these facts are nuggets of wisdom, and we encourage you to pass them along. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you know, the better you can navigate the world around you. Thanks for watching.